Hey, what's up, guys? Vegas Jay's back. Good morning. Got a early start today. We're on the games before 7 o'clock, believe it or not. So, all right. So we just jumped into this shoe. Today, it's going to be kind of cool. We're going to break down a couple of myths and things about strategies and stuff like that. But as we do it, we're going to play as well. Kind of like a Baccarat's myths versus reality thing. All right, okay. So banker, player, banker, player. All right. If we're playing the chop, banker, player, let's go ahead and bet on banker because that is the chop. First bet of the day. So early, I'm still drinking my coffee. Went cold brew today. And the reason I bet on banker is we're going banker, player, banker, following the chop. Come on, 10. There we go. It's a nice start. Come on, monkey. Give him a 10. Banker. There we go. Nice. So we're just playing the chop. Not bad. Hey, first bet of the day. A win. Granted, it's only 95 cents, but hey, you know what? You got to start somewhere. And today is kind of unique. I have a full day. I don't even know how it worked out. I have an entire day to just straight up gamble. So we're going to do it. And we're going to stick to our strategy. We're not going to counter trend shit anymore. God, I don't know if you guys saw that yesterday. I just want to beat myself in the head. Just, oh, nice. 8. Okay, so banker. We just got 2 bankers in a row. So we're going to bet on the banker side looking for a streak. Okay. So a lot of people, me included, right? You hear a lot about Baccarat with regards to it's like luck and the casino controls the game and certain strategies are foolproof and there's no way that you can lose. Nice. And there's no way that you can lose, right? But I've been playing Baccarat for, I don't know, on and off for probably about 8 years. Let's just say 8 years, right? You could technically stay with this, but I'm going to chill for this section. For roughly 8 years, I've talked to a whole bunch of different players. I've talked to a whole bunch of different dealers from different casinos, etc. And it's kind of neat because everyone has a little bit of a different perspective of it, right? So I'm going to bust some of the biggest Baccarat myths that I think I've personally heard. And, let's kind of separate what's real and what's not real. And you're watching me play this, so you can see, what's real and what's not real, right? First and foremost is that I think this is the best game in the actual casino. Well, hold on. Okay, so that's 4. That's nice, dude. We got 4 running in a row. We're gonna relax. Technically, since this is the first shoe, little gun shy, I guess. Also talking a little bit, right? Today we're gonna capitalize on these. We're gonna follow through. That's the biggest thing about gambling, and some of the troubles that. Personally, I think I've been going through as well, is that I'm seeing what's happening, but then I'm just not doing anything, right? You got to take action, man. It's $1. And if you're on stake, man, dude, they play, I think you can do 10 cents. 10 cents. What the? That's awesome. You got to start somewhere, dude. I've seen people take 10 cents all the way up to thousands, dude. That's crazy. But today we're going to follow a little bit we're looking for streaks. We're looking for patterns, more of a pattern strategy. And then from the betting side, because I like to combine 2 strategies together, as you know. Oh, looks like player may pull this one out. We're doing a Fibonacci betting sequence to kind of keep our bankroll in check. So we're going to move to banker. I'm sorry, player, kind of following. Because it broke up this little streak here, which is pretty cool, right? So one of the things that a lot of people will say about Baccarat is that, look, Baccarat is pure luck. And in reality, Baccarat is a game of chance, right? Like it's not as chancy as a bouncing ball. Oh, damn, banker, full. All right, that's cool. So we're going to hold off, right? Banker, player, banker. There's no clear trend, right? And there's no reason to just kind of jump in. Our next bet, though, will probably be 2. Just from a betting side of things, because we want to recoup that loss that we just did. Now, we're not going to double up every single time, but, Let's let this one play out. So the game is not completely a game of luck, right? There is an edge to it. Oh, nice, player. So see, I'm glad we waited, because look, if we were doing the follow me strategy, we would have got toasted. Banker, player, right? And we're going to bet banker to kind of keep with the sequence of this chop. Also because in these scenarios, when it's choppy like this, one, probability-wise, you have a good bet, but two, it gives you the ability to double up if you need to. And you'll see what I'm talking about. And when I say double up, I'm just simply meaning, we do our first bet, we do our second bet, we do our third, fourth, and fifth, and so on. Not doubling each time. Come on, 5. Give me that banker 5. Oh, okay. So we got a player breakup, which is great, right? So we're going to do 2 on player, because it went player, banker, player. So player broke the pattern, and that's kind of what we're looking for. Doesn't always happen, right? But most of the time it does. So there are things, going back to Baccarat, right, that allow you to have some betting strategies, bankroll management, and you can recognize streaks, like kind of what we're talking about right now. Oh, banker won again. Damn. Okay. So player, banker. We're just going to go to 3 because that's in the betting sequence. Check it out. Where's the 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 21. That's the Fibonacci betting sequence. Right? It's crazy to me sometimes, man. I'll play a game like this and I won't be recording, and I'll do really, really well. And then when I'm recording, probably because I'm talking, dude. 10. Wow. Okay. Player, banker, player. I don't see a full streak here, so we're going to hold off. But betting strategies, like I said, and bankroll management, recognizing streaks is kind of what we were looking at earlier, like this whole streak right here and this whole streak right here. Overall time, they'll increase your odds. Right? Good. See, now we're kind of in a chop again, right? Player, banker. What were we on 3? We're going to stick with this. Okay. Because we're going to play the chop. Player, banker, player should statistically come up. Doesn't always mean it's going to, but it should. And statistically, since we're talking about that, the banker overall has about a 51% chance time of coming up. Let's get an 8. Oh. Wow. Okay. So that was 4, right? So 4 goes to 8. Now I know that looks a little weird, simply because we're talking about not always doubling up. First shoe of the day. Banker, okay. Streak run there. Up 32. We got a little 3 run here of the banker. I'll let that one play out. That one's a little, I don't know. You saw it, right? But statistically, going back to that, the banker has about a 51% edge, if you will, over. And in reality, it's truly a true 50-50 game for the most part. And when I say most part, is that there is a tie version. But the cool thing about the tie is that no matter what side you bet on, you win. Like, you get paid. Well, you don't win, but you get your money back, I should say. Okay, so the 3 streak banker was broken by a player, so we're going to jump to the player side, right? They just have a slight edge, the banker. And again, you shouldn't even look at it that way. You should just look at it as red and blue. It doesn't really matter, right? The next thing that's kind of a big one is that you can predict the next outcome. Like, that's a big myth of it's going to be this, right? Now, for example, and this happens a lot to me in roulette, is that it's on the 27th red. Well, dude, it's Nice, 7. It has got to roll black, right? No, it doesn't. Each hand is independent. Each card is independent. Now, that's the reason I like, good job. That's the reason that I enjoy playing Baccarat, is that there's only one or two outcomes, right? Banker or player. On a roulette table, there's like 37 things that can happen. And don't get me wrong, I love roulette, like scarily. But my point on that is there's really no such thing as like win logic, saying that, look, bankers happen. Look, here's a perfect example. Look, bankers happen 3 rows in a row. There's no way that another banker can happen, and another banker happens. Oh, it's been 4 in a row. No way another banker can happen, and then banker happens, right? So you just have to look at this as streaks and independent in itself. Just because a pattern starts does not mean that it will continue, right? Just like you and I saw, right? We were playing banker player, and we had lost like a couple, and ended up going to the 4th version of our betting cycle, right? So we're gonna bet banker because it moved. We had player, and then it moved to the banker side. So usually you can get 2 in a row, and that's kind of what our strategy is today. And we're betting light. We're just getting started. We'll start moving up the bet sequence here a little bit higher soon. Come on, 10. There we go. See, playing the cycles. Playing the cycles. Another great thing about this game, and this is really player, banker. Let's hold on. Player, banker. So let's hold off. Technically, it might go back to player to kind of keep this little funky sequence going. Let's see what happens. Another great thing that I love about this game, just as we're talking here, is ooh, nice. See, natural 9 for the player. That was pretty. You know, I do recommend that you guys watch these videos, not just my videos, but just kind of watch how these patterns emerge and see if you can start to recognize things. And you'll find that, look, it's not always going to work out. If it always worked out, then, you know, no one would play, because constantly be winning, and that's not how it works. But watch these videos and learn, hey, why did he do that? Why did that happen? I don't question about this. Can, you know, let me know. Ask in the comments. Come on, player. There we go. Nice. So no matter what, we can just tie. So that always feels good. So we had a double player there. Not bad for the first shoe. Damn, I don't remember what we started with. Crap. I'll rewind it. Probably only up like $5 or $6, but you know what? It's not bad. Sitting at home clicking buttons. But to continue our conversation about the game, casinos cannot control this game, and here's why. Oh, natural 9 for the player. Beautiful. Oh, tie. So now I'm glad this. Hold on, I'll get back to that in just a second. I like this because if you were playing this sequence, banker, player, banker, player, and then a tie occurs, in my opinion, the sequence has been completely broken now. Everything has changed, right? So now, damn, I don't remember seeing that tie. So now we're going back to looking for streaks, and whoever comes up, banker or player, that's who we're going to bet with. Five to 2. Again, going back to my point of why I like this game so much, is that casinos can't control this game. And the reason is that there's a group of players playing, right? And since there's only 2 outcomes, essentially, player or banker, you have people all on the player side and you have people all on the banker side. So there's no advantage for the casino to have the player win more than the banker, or the banker win more than the player. In fact, the banker side is so heavily advanced, so heavily semi-weighted, if you will. Oh. Tie. Wow. Okay, so that broke up this sequence. So I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I don't like playing after ties because that means you know, you don't really know what's gonna happen, or I don't really know what's gonna happen. All right, so the player won after that tie. I should have jumped in. I didn't. We got 2 players in a row. There hasn't really been much of a player streak, has there? So let's go with the player. I have a feeling, and here's my logic behind this real quick, is that, look, you got a banker that's 21, you got a player that's 15, the numbers, and there hasn't been 3 players in a row, so we should get a player here. Come on. Okay, come on, 3. Let's get a 3 over here. A tie. Okay, interesting. Shoot. So we're doing good. Let's just kick back then. So I don't like to play ties. So back to my point. Since there's two, watch this pretty. Since there's two different sides, and those are the only really true options where people lose money, unless you're betting the tie. They can't cheat, because as many people that's going to be on player, on the opposite side, there's going to be just as many people on banker. So there's no advantage for them for doing that, which makes this a truly 50-50 game. Now, again, excuse me, banker does have a slight edge, and that's why you don't get paid the full amount. For example, if you pay $1, if you bet $1, you get paid 95 cents plus your bet, right? So $1.95. Very similar to roulette rules. But what's going on in the shoe right now is we're on hand 40. Who is this? Oh, they usually used to say their names. I don't know who it is though. No. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Okay, look at that. Look at that. So after the tie, player could potentially win. Oh, tricky. Don't let it fool you. All right, so we're playing the statistical edge. We're following with banker for 2 reasons. One, it's got a slight edge, and then 2, banker just hit, right? So my point on this is again, 50-50 game, super fun to play, and pretty easy, right? But that myth is false. The casinos do not control this particular game unless you're playing one-on-one. I don't recommend doing that. And what I mean by 7, 8, I recommend that you play with a group, right, where there's 3 or 4 people in there. I have heard stories. I've never seen it, but I have heard stories, right? Probably from someone who lost a bunch of money, that they were playing one-on-one with Baccarat, and they just lost and kept losing. I mean, honestly, if you stay on one side for a while, you're going to lose. But you gotta, if you go back and forth, I mean, in a smart way, right? Like, pay attention to what's happening in the shoe. The odds are in your favor. Like you're, and I think this is way better than blackjack. Or craps, or any game for that matter, because one, you don't have to do anything. I'm not counting anything. Look, the number pops up here. It's just the closest to 9, right? These are all zeros, right? So we got a 3 for the player because these count as zeros, and then the banker one. So 3 bankers in a row. Okay. Next shoe, my promise to you is that we're not going to miss those streaks like that. Look, if we're just going to play it until it stops, and then we'll reassess. But if you notice, I've missed a few of these where I play 2 and then I chill, then I play 2 and I chill, and I should just play. I mean, look, these are some beautiful, beautiful threads and streaks. I don't know why I said threads, but streaks. That's what they're called. Banker. Wow, 4 in a row. Looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my expectation is player is going to pop up here before too long. We're on hand 44, so I think we're probably looking at like, what, maybe 6 more hands? 50 or so hands? Man, we saw a shoe the other day that went like 61 hands. I was like, damn. Oh, there you go. See, there's that player catch up. 25-10. So we're doing this for 2 reasons, right? We've got a little sequence happening. Banker, banker, player, player is what my expectation is. But more importantly, we also have, player ratio, since we're towards the end of the deck. This is just my theory, right? I've played enough and I've seen enough when I'm playing live that statistically this kind of happens a lot more than you would expect. The catch-up, what I mean. So if we were even behind on banker. All right, come on, player. Let's get this dollar 1 for 1. Player wins. Let's go. Cool, man. And we're just going to grind this shit out all day, baby. Just going to grind it out. Just grind it out. I love it. Have coffee. Click buttons. Make videos. Let's go. All right, dude. So player, I'm sticking with player. We got a potential streak coming like I've been talking about. We're looking at the ratio of numbers probability-wise. Look, we got a banker of 25 and a player of 17. So I expect by the end of this I expect by the end of this shoe, we will be closer to one another. And let's see, maybe I'm wrong, but we'll find out. A tie changes everything, right? So we're gonna sit this one out. Another kind of misleading or like myth versus reality is betting systems always win, right? And you'll hear people who love the martingale and double up, double up, double up, and if you have enough money, you will 100% win it back. And I'm just here to tell you that is a myth. That is not true. There's not a single betting sequence, Fibonacci included, which is the one I use. Oh, nice player. That was a sweet 7. Aces are 1, 6. For those that don't know the game of Baccarat, but again, you don't have to worry about that. You're just trying to get closest to 9. So here's what we got going on: player, player, tie, player. My expectation is that a player is going to come up because that's what we were just talking about, right? 18 to 25. I expect by the end of this shoe us to be a little bit closer to even, maybe even 22, 25. Ooh, that doesn't look good for us. Come on, 9. Let's get that 9, baby. There we go. Perfect. Following the trend, right? I'm not doing anything spectacular. 19 to 25. I don't like playing this late in the shoe. So you know what? I'm not going to play. I don't like playing this late in the shoe. And the reason being is that if we're following this pattern strategy, which we are, what ends up happening is that hold on one second. What ends up happening is that the pattern gets broke when a new deck has showed up, right? And if the pattern's broke, then you can't really follow the pattern, right? All right, we're still here playing out this shoe. My fruition, if you will, hasn't really come true too much. So we got a heavily sided banker hand here, 19 to 27, and we're on 51. I would be surprised if... Oh, nice. Oh. Man. You know, it's funny. You see some of these statistics. And first off, let me back up. Betting systems, oh, it's starting to pour rain. Betting systems do not always win. The Fibonacci sequence, which I love, if you're betting on the wrong side of that, or if you get caught up in, which happens from time to time, you can lose a lot of money really fast. If you're doing the martingale, where you're doubling up every bet, I can tell you right now, any system, personal opinion, any system that requires you to martingale constantly, like it's okay to do one, wait a few minutes, do another, maybe 3 or something like that. But if you're doing every single double, you're gonna run out of money. There's just no way around it. Mickey Mays has a story about this as well. Damn, this is still going on. Mickey Mays has a story about this, that he went in for $1,000 playing Baccarat, right? And by the time because he kept martindelling up, he was at like $256K for $1,000 bet. You don't want to bet like that. That's a silly way to bet. Take your shots. Be a sniper. Man, it is... Wow, sorry guys. It is like really coming down. Alright, so we're going to try to... I'm going to pause this and let this kind of play out. So we're at 20 to 26 because I don't know how many more hands are, and if I don't keep playing, it's going to kick me out. So, so anyway, betting systems don't work. I think we've covered that topic. Not to just kind of get crazy, but that is legit serious. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. Oh, there's the yellow card. Okay. Damn, I just dropped some. Okay, now we are switching a new deck. That is not bad for the first deck of the day. I don't know, it was probably $17. Not a lot. I talked a lot during that, so my apologies. But I wanted you to understand kind of some myths that are going on in the Baccarat world. Or not going on, they've just been out there. Yeah, man, so there you have it, dude. Baccarat is fair. Strategy does matter. Don't let someone say it's just a game of chance, which it is, but there are strategies that help, right? You cannot predict the next hand. Mathematically, that may be the right hand. It's supposed to come up but look, we're gambling, guys, so that's not what it means. That's not, just so pay attention to that, right? And if you wouldn't mind, dude, let me know some myths that you guys have heard. Like, I love to hear new things about this game because it's just crazy, dude. It's kind of elevated. Usually it's $100 minimum tables, so usually there's people of wealth at the tables. And then occasionally you can find a $25 table, but it's rare. Anyway, let me know some comments that you have with regards to some myths and things that you've heard, or if you think you can actually, predict what's going to happen next, right? There we go. Dagnabbit. All right, we got in a little late on this one. Sorry about that. Damn, man. Don't you hate it when you miss something like that? Look at that run. Shit. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But anyway, like I was saying, let me know if you guys have any myths that you have heard or that if you think you can predict it, as I mentioned earlier. So drop a comment, let me know, and subscribe, man. I appreciate you guys watching and being a part of the channel, man. It's been really fun. And we're on a quest to 10,000, and we're going to play all day, man. Like I said, I got a unique day today where I literally can play all day. I don't know how it happened, and I'm just blessed, and I'm just going to take it. I'm going to take you guys along with me if you come. So we got 3 players in a row. Probably another player coming. Beautiful 9. That's a great way to start. Boom. 8 to 9. Nice. I've also heard some people talking about card counting in Baccarat, but honestly, the way it's shuffled and cut, I don't really know that you can do that. I've tested it with tested it, strong word. I guess I have. I've tested it in simulations with like AI tools and things like that, but look at this. Banker switch. Damn, look at that thread right there. That was pretty. That is this is what you refer to as a beautiful streaking deck. And here's what I mean. That sounds weird, but check it out. Smooth flow, right? And then the transition, nothing choppy too quick. Smooth flow. Banker, what we'd like to see is another smooth flow. Smooth flow. And, that's good, man. That's good for you. It's good for streak betting like what we're doing. Oh, okay. As soon as I say that, we get some chop coming. All right. That's all right. That's all right. So here's what we got. Player, banker, player, and we're going to go back on player for $1. Sticking with the Fibonacci sequence of... 1, 2, 3. You know what would be cool, actually, now that I think about this? It'd be cool to get a little, I should look that up. Let me write that down. It would be cool to get a little, like, laminated card of the Fibonacci. Oh, come on, banker. We're playing the chop. Come on. Let's get that 5. Give me that 5. Ooh. All right, all right. So back on player, huh? So let's do player for 2, sticking with the sequence. Man, it is coming down outside right now. Yeah. Come on, 9. Give me that player. Oh, banker. All right. All right, so we got player, player, banker, banker. Shit, what was that bet? $2? So we actually go to $3 here. We don't go crazy. We don't double it up. We get $3. She doesn't talk. Oh, probably because it's muted. Hear that thunder. There we go. So 2 bankers in a row. Look, we got a little player, player, banker, banker. I'm gonna sit this one out because I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. if we're playing the follow me strategy, you would jump on banker. But since we have this like little mini sequence of player, player, banker, banker, it could go player, player again. Let's just see what happens. And it's okay to sit out, guys. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, well, they can also go banker, banker, banker. Nice. Statistically, it goes banker, right? Second shoe of the day. It's 7:19 a.m. And what I want to do is I want to get to, is it 2,300 today? We're getting there. Fucking play all day. I don't care. Oh, wait. Yeah, I want to get to 2,300 today. And if we can get higher, then we'll go. Okay, so now we switch to... So we're going to jump on player following the sequence of, player, 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 blah, blah, blah. Smooth transitions. There was a little bit of a chop there. Not very long, though, which is great. Some decks are like this, and then some decks are like, freaking 18 chops. Right now, this deck's not over, but this is a nice little thread here you got. Come on, player. Come on, let's get a 10 over here. Let's get a 10 for these guys. There we go. Nice. So we got 2 players in a row. We're going to go ahead and bet again. Stay with it. Now after 3, and I think that's where I guess my hesitation is traditionally came in, is that, I don't, usually after the 3rd one, I'm not catching these extra 2. I don't know why. I should be, right? But just in most instances, they don't really go that far. Come on, player. There you go. A lot of kings and queens coming up, so we're on the 20. And again, I literally just said you can't count cards in Baccarat. But you can pay attention to them. Look at what we got here. 3 in a row. So I'm going to chill after the 3. Most instances, not always, right? It's just going to go another 2. Woo! What a great day. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for coming along, man. I appreciate that. It's fun. I don't feel like I'm alone. There we go. Okay. We'll switch of the tide. So we're going to bet banker. Let's go $2 now. Just to... We will still stick to the same sequence of the Fibonacci. Oh, but back to my point on Fibonacci. I'm glad I remembered that. It would be cool to have like a little laminated card that kind of shows you what you're going, what am I doing? Where am I at? Maybe some inspirational, hey, don't fuck up. Come on, banker. There we go. There we go. Following the leader. Not bad. 8:40. Before 8 o'clock in the morning. That's nice. I'm sitting out because I'm a wuss. I'm not sure wherever these guys are at, but I think it's like 2 in the morning for them, maybe even earlier. She looks tired. Nice. This is, man, if you're gonna have a pretty deck, this is it. Look at this, just a smooth. We were at the casino. Usually, some ladies next to me are like, "Oh, smooth deck, smooth, man." Looks like we could transition to a player move here or a tie. And again, that messes up the whole... Oh, banker's on a run. Beautiful. Now again, right after I just said... Now normally I would bet against this. I'm not doing that today. I'm not betting against the trend, dude. I'm sick of doing that. That has cost me so much money. It's going to change. It's going to change. It goes back to what I talked about earlier, right? we were talking about the myths. Like, no, it's got it. It's rolled, banker 10 times in a row. It's got to be player. Nah, man, it doesn't. And you can run out of money real quick trying to be smart. The infamous tie. Like, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is beautiful. I always feel like 5 is a good number, but I have seen 17, like, I'm not joking, 17 straight bankers at the casino. Now, if you're betting on the banker side, fucking you are balling. But most people, and this is the psychology of the casino, most people, me included, at times cannot see it. Nope, it's going to change. Nope, it's going to change. It's going to change. And before you know it, you're betting $256,000 to win 1,000, right? It's silly. Okay, so 3 bankers, a banker, a tie, a banker. Now, this is the longest run of the bankers, but that tie, like I said, kind of changes everything. Essentially, this makes me want to bet player, but like I just said, not stepping in front of a thread. Oh, damn it. I know. But, yeah, I figured player was going to win. And that's okay. That's great, actually. Because we're going to jump to the player side. All right. Checking this. My wife's writing me. Okay. Nice, a natural 9 for the player. Let's go. Let's go. Now I'm gonna have to up my bets here. I can't be just dollaring it all day long. You can, but oh man, that's gonna just drag you to death. So on average, I think we showed yesterday we were doing about $30 a shoe betting dollars. So if we do $2 bets, that should technically mean we do $60 a shoe. You know what I need to do? Damn, I don't know how long a shoe lasts. All right, so I think a shoe is probably. We'll stay on banker. I think a shoe is 30 minutes, if I'm correct. I may not be. But we're on hand 30. It's been 12 minutes, but we came in a little late on this shoe. Oh, so we got a little chop happening here. So let's see what check what we got here. Player, banker, player. All right, so we gotta have the guts to stay on banker if we're gonna stick with pattern recognition, right? Which we are. So we're going back to banker. We're gonna up at $1. This is within the sequence. We bet 1 unit, we lost that unit. We bet another unit, we lost it. Now we go to 2. So player, banker should statistically come up. Not. You guys know we're gambling. Fucker. All right. That was nice. So they broke that pattern, and that's good. We don't want a bunch of chop. Wait, I just bet 2. Yeah, so the next sequence is 3. Okay. Sorry, I have it. Going back to my point, I have it written on a index card, but it sure would be cool to see it on a. Come on, 10 for the banker. There we go. Okay. So I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to just keep on playing, man. Oh man, look at this, just so pretty. What a beautiful deck or shoe. If I guess you could call it. Banker, all right. Oh damn, that was a double banker. Shit, I missed it. How I missed that? Probably doing some editing. Yeah, but like I was saying, it's kind of cool that you guys are here with me. It's like I'm not alone. We need to find out what we're doing with regards to how long these shoes last. So the next shoe, get my timer out. I guess I can just see what time it is. Nice. We're going to do that. We'll write down the time that it actually begins and how long we go from there. And the reason that that's important is because then we can calculate it, right? So that means if we're making $60 a shoe, I said $30, but we're going to double our bet. So $60 a shoe, and it takes 30 minutes. That means that we're roughly making $120 an hour today for every hour we play. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Sitting at home, man, drinking coffee, playing, clicking buttons, bro. You got to love that. Got to love that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. A switch in the flow. Just like what we always talk about, right? You just got to pay attention, man. What's happening in the deck? God, look at this run. That's 6 players in a row. Beautiful. And look, it matched this kind of sequence all the way through. And then the final one to break it was a tie. Wow, what a trip. Nice. Natural nine, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We'll just win $2 all day. Oh, silly. 42 is where we're at right now. Not $42, but 42, the 42nd hand. So, as you know, not a big fan of playing towards the end of the deck. It doesn't, if I get in trouble, it doesn't let me be able to run out my sequence. And I have run into some problems with that before. Oh, player. Nice. So you can see it, man. You're watching it live right in front of me, right? I mean, you can see how the patterns emerge. You can see how you should be betting. $1, $2, 10 cents, $50, whatever. And man, you can make a good living doing this. And I'm gonna prove it today. So we're gonna make $500 today. Hell, man, we may make $1,000 today. I'm gonna start upping my bets here before too long. It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm just kind of getting started. I want to get comfortable, get woke up, get my mind right. Player, beautiful. Look at this. This is just such a beautiful. Wow, it's 4 in a row. It's just beautiful, man. And for the most part, it's been pretty low-key stressed this morning, right? I mean, I don't feel like we've kind of stressed out at all. I think the highest bet we've gotten to was $8, right? So it's kind of interesting now. So here's where I typically will jump in, right? We got 5 in a row. Usually, and I say don't do this. I say don't counter trend bets, don't I? But we're going to do it. It's $1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Typically after 5, that is the longest streak. If you look, 5, 5, 5, 5. So probability wise, we do have a good chance for it switching to banker. There you go. Doesn't always happen that way though, so be aware. But the reason I brought that up is, pattern recognition, right? Typically after 6 or 7, you usually have a good chance to jump over. Now, if that would have gone player again, I probably would have reassessed and then maybe done 2 more. But you have to be careful. Like I said, I've seen it in Vegas. 17 bankers, 17, man, 17 bankers in a row. I statistically that is like 1 in, what is it? 12. Hold on, let me ask. I think it's 1 in 12,000 hands. Oh, nice. Okay, banker. We're in hand 46. Banker, banker. So let's bet on banker. I want to see the statistics of this. Okay. Banker, nice. I'm just following that thread in case you're wondering. Banker, banker, banker. Right. So now we've got. God, so pretty. What? I know I keep saying this, but dude, what a nice deck. I wish I would have been sitting here the entire deck and just playing it. My goodness. Beautiful, beautiful deck. All right, we're at 48. The last one had 51 hands. I'm going to chill. Oh, so I asked this. Okay, so here is the statistic of a banker or player going 17 times in a row. Oh, look at this. So 3, 4. One more, and we'll step in front of it. And look. This is what I was trying to say earlier in the previous shoe. It didn't work out, but look, 23 to 23. This is about as average as you can get. 50-50, man. Greatest game just the greatest game that you can play. Odds-wise, right? And you don't even have to count. It's giving you the number. You just got to get to 9. Oh. Okay, so let's back up. 3, 4, 5. That's 5 bankers in a row. You know what? I got to stick to my threads. Threads, what the hell is that? I got to stick to my guns. I'd normally, I'm not trying to do counter trends. Although I should have, because there was the change right there, right? But that's okay. Hey, it's a natural 8. It's okay. It just goes to show you, like you're reading it right? It's okay to read it right and not win or lose. It's horrible to read it right and then lose. It's a probability game, guys. Probability. So that's a nice little transition. Everything's looking good. Technically, I should have gone player, but I didn't. Oh, so the probability of 17 consecutive wins in a normal shoe is... Dude, come on. It's 1 in 104,000 hands. Check this out. It's even... Hold on. Yeah, if it's player running that time, I didn't see player was banker. That's a 1 in 165,000. Holy crap! It's technically possible, but highly rare. So total probability of either occurring is 1 in 64,000 hands. Shit. What happened? Banker, dude, it's 2. I can't. It's 52 hands. So, dude, thank you guys for watching, man. I appreciate it. It's just about to be 7:40 a.m. I'm going to take a little break. Then we'll jump back into it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. What is today? Is today day 5? Hope you guys enjoyed day 5. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, talk shit. Let me know what's going on, my friends. You guys have a fantastic day. Vegas J, I'm out. See you guys tomorrow.